everybody, Mrs. Willimann here. Today I thought I'd teach you how to make homemade Play-doh. Here's the ingredients that you need. So you need flour, you need salt, you need oil, and then water, which I can get from my sink. And this is the ingredient you might not have at home. It's called cream of tartar. If you don't have it at home, maybe you can borrow it from your neighbor or so. So let's get started. So we're going to need 2 cups of flour, and we're going to put it in our pan right here. So I'm going to do 2 cups of flour. 1, 2. I like to sometimes add a little more, but you can check as you're doing it. Then we need 1 cup of salt. So I'm just going to fill this. It looks like a lot of salt. Don't ever eat that much salt. So we're going to do 1 cup of salt. Woo! Going all the way to the top of my cup. Wow, look at that. 1 cup of salt. That looks like a lot of salt. Then, this is the thing you might not have, cream of tartar. And I need 4 teaspoons of this. So I don't really have my teaspoon, but this is a teaspoon. And this is a tablespoon. See the difference? You just need a teaspoon. So we need 4 teaspoons. So here we go. Make sure that's flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 teaspoons of that. Then I need 3 cups of water. I find it best to use warm water. 2. And 3 cups of water. Now the last thing you need is, we're going to get that tablespoon back out, and you need to put in 2 tablespoons of oil. Vegetable oil works the best, or canola oil. Olive oil doesn't work so good. Then we're going to bring it over to the heat. Okay? I'm going to turn on the heat. Now this is the important part. You have to mix it a lot. This is the time also, if you want to make it a different color, put the color as much as you want in. And this is the time that you have to mix it all together. Now, you really need to keep mixing it. See how it's turning a different color? Make sure I get all the flour incorporated in there. Now the reason you have to keep mixing it is because it will stick to the bottom of your pan if you're not careful. So you just got to keep mixing it and mixing it. Now Mrs. William's mixing it, and she notices that it's a little liquidy. So if you want to add a little more flour, you can. That's up to you. I'm going to add a little more just because I'm feeling it as I'm mixing it that I'm going to need a little more flour. That was probably another, maybe 2 tablespoons I added. Keep mixing it. Can you see how it's doing like little lumps in there? Okay, it's almost done for me. I'm going to keep mixing it. Uh-oh. I know. So when you think it feels done, I want you to take it off and mix it a little more. So take it off the heat and keep mixing it. And then if you think you need some more flour, you put the flour in. What? Oh. Okay. So I'm going to let this cool a little bit, and then I'll show you in the next video what it looks like. Hi guys. Now this cooled down a little bit because we took it off the flame, and I'm going to pick it up, and mine still feels a little sticky here. So I'm just going to take a little flour in my hands and just work it into the Play-doh, just so it doesn't stick to my hands. That's what I'm going to do, like this. Almost done because my hands are still a little sticky. Now Now, you can look at me. Now, Mrs. Willimann, this does look like it's like cookies or something. It's not. You're not going to eat Play-Doh. It's just like school. We don't eat the Play-Doh. Okay, but you can play with it all day, and you can use it for different projects. I know Mrs. Downey showed you how to make a tree, and if you don't have anything to stick the bottom of your tree into, this Play-Doh would be perfect. Just stick it in the pot, and then you can stick your tree that Mrs. Downey showed you how to make a spring tree or a centerpiece she showed you. So this would be the same thing. This is just about done. I don't like to stick it in there because I like to mold it in there. But as you see, that's not sticking to my hands as much, then I think it's done. It's still a little warm. Mine is a little warm. But remember, and then you can share with your family and you guys can really make it. So that's how you make homemade Play-Doh. And then you can make whatever you want. I can make a snowman, I can make little balls, whatever you guys want to make at home. And I want to thank my photographer, Ellie Willimann, for making it today. But there we go. Now you have homemade Play-Doh. You can use it for anything. Okay? Bye guys. I miss you. See you soon.